Well, welcome, folks. First game of the fall season. Franklin Tech Eagles versus your Pioneer Panthers. My name is Tyler Borbo, bringing the play-by-play action of this game. And shaking off the dust a little bit. It's been almost a full year since I've covered fall sports. And the last time we visited you for Pioneer Sports at all was during the postseason of baseball. And it's nice to be back here. And starting to clock a little late too. Like I said, shaking off the dust. Both teams' first game of the season. Pioneer versus Tech. A lot of familiar faces on both sides. Former students from Pioneer playing for Tech. Nice to see them back on the old soccer pitch here at the Pioneer Valley Regional High School soccer field. That shot was taken on Pioneer. This battle for the ball comes up Tech. Slowing away. Natalie Rios, fancy footwork, moving the ball around. She's going to need to open up and find somebody. Sends it out of bounds. Looks like it was off of White. Will be Pioneer's throw. Pioneer is going to look to switch it up. Interrupted by the Eagles defense. Switching fields. Stolen away by Maddie Keefe. Drop back. Switch it back up. Taken back by Eagles. They have a breakaway down the right side. They're going to look to cross. Sends it over into the hands of the keeper for Pioneer, Kyler McClelland. Eagles forming their attack again. Again going to the right side. Takes it out of bounds. It'll be a Pioneer throw. Always a very interesting thing year to year, seeing what new faces that we see on our teams, what new players, who's improved on their soccer skills, who went from being a substitute to now being a starter. It was very interesting seeing how things changed. Field gets switched. Ball gets snagged up by Charlie Harrington. Feeds it over to Rios. Back to Harrington. Looks to switch fields. Finds Maddie Keefe. Draws the ball back, looking at what to do with it. Drops it over to Tika. Almost communication there. Almost stolen away. Before the ball went out of bounds. Looks like a trip on the Panthers, so it'll be Eagles kick. Knocked out of bounds. Will be Eagles throw, about 20 yards down from where the kick. It's a beautiful day. A little bit warm to be standing out here with my back to the sun, but love being out here covering the games. But a beautiful, beautiful day to come out and enjoy some high school sports, and as much as we like folks watching, nothing's quite better than coming out and supporting these student athletes, letting them know you're out here, giving them the support they deserve. Ball comes in unchallenged, scooped up by McClelland. Gives it a kick out, tries to find Keefe. Eagles at first and second touch, but taken back by Keefe, finds her way through it, has a little bit of open field down the left side. She'll slow it down and see if she can line something up, drops it back to Tika. Has trouble hanging on to it, stolen away by the Eagles, and make it past midfield. Sends it forward, Chase. Great job by the Pioneer defense, interrupting that breakaway. Eagles taking it back. Sends it to the corner. We'll get there first. Got a sliding touch there by the Eagles, scooped up by McClelland. Charlie Harrington sending it forward. A little go-get-it send there, but the keeper for the Eagles got to it first, sent it back over. Switching sides, goes out of bounds. It'll be a Pioneer throw on the far side. Ball heading towards the corner. Looks like it went out of bounds. It will be a Pioneer throw. Somebody from the backfield heading in to take care of that. Good job by the Eagles getting it out of the box. Recovered by Pioneer, tries to put it back in there. Eagles need to get it out of there. This is a perfect time to create intense pressure on the Eagles. See if they can make any kind of mistake that would allow for a shot on goal. That is Pioneer throw down near the corner. Trying to find that opening. Looks like Beliski might have it. Sends it over to Keefe. Maddie Keefe hangs on to it, gets swarmed by white jerseys. Has trouble hanging on to it. Gets pushed back. Maddie Keefe finds an opening, takes the shot. Oh. Great job there on the left side. A lot of coverage. Great opportunity to take a shot on goal. Gave it a little bit too much lift, sailed over the crossbeam. Will be a goal kick for the Eagles. But great job by Maddie Keefe. Getting control of the ball and taking a shot, not waiting to try and... Sometimes you can get caught up trying to set yourself up too much that you miss the opportunity to take even a less than perfect shot. But you got to take the shots when you can get it. And sometimes you just can't spend too much time trying to set yourself up, or teeing it up, if you will, if you're a golfer. Sometimes, I'll talk a little bit more about the shots. Sometimes it reminds me of like when they're doing the practices or the warm-up shots where they have a line of people at the corners of the goal and two lines out for shooters, and you send the ball across. A lot of times I see people that'll trap the ball and kind of set it up for that perfect side swipe shot. And to me, I always feel like you should take it on the first kick, because sometimes you don't always have an opportunity to, perfectly place the ball in right where you like it in order to take a shot. So it's just like that kind of thing. Pioneer opens the field up. Natalie Rios starts a chasing game. Crosses it over. Finds Keefe. Chases it down. Threads it over to the side. Tries to collect. Gets double teamed. Keefe doing a great job battling 2 against 1. Ball comes back to Tika. Tika tries to feed it inside the box. Gets sent back out by the Eagles defense. And that pass, striking off of the fingers of the Tech player. So that will be a free kick for Pioneer. We'll send forward. I don't think anyone was going to get to that before it went out of bounds. Pioneer throw just past the bench. Leah Potter with the throw. Danny Take had a tough time trying to trap it on the fly. We'll go over to the Eagles throw right next to their bench. Eagles looking across it, interrupted by Pioneer defense. Drop to Potter, sent back out. Good battling by the Pioneer defense. Tech throwing. Shot attempt, ball switches to the far side. Eagles looking for that opening. Pioneer not making it easy for them. Sent up to midfield. Tech has pushed all of their defense past midfield. Really doing that extra press. This is one of those opportunities that if Pioneer gets a hold of the ball, sending it through with a lot of speed to chase the ball down, Pioneer could have a one-on-one matchup at the Tech goal. Chase down, knocked out of bounds. It will be the first corner of the game. Tech Eagles. We'll be having the corner. Ball comes loose. Oof. A lot of battling for that ball. Really difficult to know who made contact and who did what. At first I thought maybe a player had accidentally headbutt another, in an attempt to make head contact with the ball. We'll hold for some substitutes. So 0-0 game. Beautiful, beautiful day for opening soccer game. As you can see over there, a lot of folks, a lot of parents, a lot of family showing up for both teams. Tech one touches it out of bounds for another throw for Pioneer. Good collection and good scoop by Beliski. Could not chase it down before fullbacks send it out of their area. Tech with possession, they're going to switch it up, find some open field. Send towards the middle, responding in kind. Going over to Potter. Just got to clear it quickly. Good battling for the ball. Eagles throw. Ball inbounded, battled, staying on the line. Some very careful footwork is needed to keep this ball in bounds. Knocked out. Good defense there by Pioneer. Another throw for Tech. And heads out. It will be a Pioneer goal kick. Nice kick out to midfield. Collected by the Eagles. Ball staying in bounds. Down the line. And timeout is called. Wow. Good battling on the field so far by both teams. I would say as far as possession is concerned, the ball has spent most of its time in Pioneer territory, but this is going to be that kind of game where it's all going to come down to who gets tired first, and one team is going to have the opportunity of kind of sending one of those go get it kicks past the fullbacks, and that's my prediction for what's going to decide the game is going to be one of those who's going to chase it and get to it first kind of passes. So we'll see what happens, but from what I've been seeing, there have been a number of attempts to do just that, and we will see what happens. About midway through the first half. Gonna go to about 40 minutes. All right. And let's see, the timeout was called just as there was going to be I believe a kick. Ball heads out of bounds, white throw. Ball put up just outside the box. Ball sent to the opposite side. It's like a Eagles throw. Ball is out of bounds. Will be a Pioneer throw. Good breakthrough there. Beliski finds an opening, gives it over to Keefe. Stops it up. Nice give and go. Great move. Great give and go passing. Keefe has an opening. Tries to stay with it, but gets swarmed. Cannot keep up with it. Pioneer recovers. Beliski drops it over. Maddie Keefe is going to need a little bit of help. She's going to continue to get swarmed. Shot. Or no, I guess it was intended to be a cross. But they've seen it. They've seen it work. Let's see if they can make it happen again. Shot. Down low, scooped up by Kylie Gamache. Ball takes a tough bounce, headed away, out of bounds, right at the midfield line. Will be Pioneer throw. Ball inbounded.
Again, back. Don't let it get over your head. Nothing over your heads. Yeah, you okay?
Ball sent down. Pioneer's going to be the first one to get there. Let's see what they do with it. Oh, no whistle. Don't stop until you hear the whistle. Ball in the corner. Pioneer trying to get it out of there. Many attempts result in the Eagles recovering it and sending it right back into the corner. Not exactly sure what happened. And we'll bring it out and take a short break while I figure out the live streaming situation here. There we go. All right, we are back. And during this will be a great opportunity to now depend. This is really dependent on the amount of time that I have to get back inside. BNC TV, as well, always trying to have it all. Got Bernardston Select Board coming up at 6 p.m. And we also have varsity volleyball. I'm really hoping that this game ends at an appropriate time. Of course, no, not to be insensitive. Of course, we want our players to be safe and whatnot, but things like injuries and timeout and whatnot will push the recording time and make it a little bit more difficult for BNC TV to get in to cover the volleyball game. This is happening at 6 p.m., and that's volleyball versus Maher, I believe. And we'll just check on that. It is Maher. Okay, I read it wrong. 6 p.m. Varsity Girls Volleyball, Maher. That'll be happening in the PVRS gym. Hopefully we can get in there and cover that. But if not, the plan is for BNC TV to go on the road, cover the Pioneer versus Greenfield volleyball game at the Greenfield Gymnasium. That'll be happening Friday evening at 7 p.m. Fun event. In fact, the last time BNC TV covered that was a crazy game that went 5 sets. Very, very intense game. So this will be a nice rematch, and we'll see what happens with that one. Of course, then following week, it's more volleyball on Tuesday, volleyball versus Athol. Again, these are things happening. There is no guarantee that BNC TV will be able to be there. Girls soccer, the next girls home game, the next girls soccer home game will be against Pathfinder right here on the Pioneer Fields, and that's next Wednesday, the 11th, at 4 p.m. And their big debut, Pioneer's first home game, is going to be next Thursday at 4 p.m. Boys soccer versus Smith Academy. Definitely want to check that out. Hopefully, weather permitting, BNC TV will be able to be there, give you the play-by-play and the coverage you so desperately want. Well, I must admit, this feels like it's past the, quote, walk it off, the kind of shock, so to speak, injuries. I hope it is nothing serious for Kylie Gamache, I apologize. But we will see. All right, welcome back, folks. Kylie Gamache was able to get up and get into the golf cart in order to come off the field. That is a good sign, and we won't know more until later on, and we'll see what's what. Little tap, shot on goal. Goes wide. And of course, stepping into goal for Kylie is Shaylee Martin. She'll be stepping into goal for the Eagles.
Good, Kaylee. Keep fighting, kid. Keep fighting. Up, up, up. Go, go, go.
Maddie Keefe has a breakaway. Goes a little wide. It's going to be tough crossing that over. Scooped up by Martin. And kicked right out of bounds. No one will be able to get to that.
I got 10 here too. 10, Pam. Coming your way, kid. Lincoln, 15.
Lightly thrown into Potter. Nice tap. Great give and go. Interrupted by the Eagles, sent out of bounds. Nice breakaway. Could have happened there. Great defensive play by the Franklin Tech. Making its way over to the middle, dropped over to Charlie. Harrington takes the shot. Natalie Rios takes a shot into the arms of Martin. Nice save. Good preparedness. Ball sneaks through. Taken away by Pioneer. Tries to hang on to it. Stolen away. Shot sneaking through. No match for Shaylee Martin.
Right through, KJ. Amy, great job. Watch that far side runner. KJ, you're walking. Let's go. Beautiful.
Sent up the line. Picked up by the Eagles. And Rios tries to send it through, but manages to get the ball back. Finds an opening in the corridor. Heads down towards the corner. Looks like the ball gone out of bounds while running the line.
Good, Mia.
Will be a Pioneer throw.
Mia, keep dropping. Mia, drop.
Tough job by the Pioneer defense. You cannot make slow passes like that when you're the last line of defense before the goalie. Those are where the breakaway steals come from. And tripped up from behind. Ball sent through with Pioneer backs turned. Did not expect a quick send-off like that. Ball passed through. Pioneer could not hang on to it. They could have had a nice passing rally there. Danny Tika goes out wide looking to send Keefe ahead.
Come on, Elise. Good ball. Blake can make that.
Ball sent to the middle. Trap look for a long shot. Easy bounce. McClellan has it, sends it back out. Finds Rios. Good protection there by Pioneer. Ball goes out towards the corner, but out on the sideline, so it'll be a throw by the Eagles. All sent up. Trapped by the Eagles. Sent back towards the corner. A little chase. And they're trying to figure out what to do. Good ball movement. Good breaking through. Boleski trying to find Rios again. Good protection by the Eagles. Can't make that connection.
Yes, Elise. So, make sure you account for the middle. You're getting too far deep.
Ball sent forward. Here's that chasing game we were talking about. Oh. Pioneer hangs onto it, moves it up the line. Gets out of bounds. Pioneer throw. Well, thrown in. Could be a breakaway out to the side. Not making shots easy. One sneaks through, scooped up by McClelland before the follow-through could get there.
Mia, you got a track, funny kid. Mia, you can.
Well sent through. Snuck away by Rios. Battling for it. Sends the cross. Eagles defense answers back.
Wall. Yeah, I'm trying. Wall, Mia, get in there. You're a midfielder.
It's like a possible handball.
Park up. I got 15 wide open. Maddie, get in there.
I believe it's well, ricochets right off the wall of Eagle players.
Good, Elise. Good, Elise. Hit. Good, Kaylee. Get your nose in there. Good, Maya. Stay with it. Great support, Elise. Right foot. Over top of it. Keep working. Keep working. Look at that. There you go, kid. Keep working. Good. Keep working.
And sent out of bounds. Nice job slowing down, letting people drop back. Ball heads out of bounds. It'll be a Pioneer goal kick.
Midfield. Midfield. Yeah, we're taking it to them every time.
We'll send through. Looks like it'll go out of bounds for a tech throw.
You're good. Lakin.
We're now running on borrowed time from the refs. There are only very little time left in the first half. Score still 0-0. Smart idea. Pioneer tries to switch it up. And that is the half. Score 0-0. Great work by both teams. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, another 40-minute block of soccer action. So stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment. battling to get a shot on goal. Goes out wide. McClellan will let it go.
Yeah? One quick. Sorry. My fault. Time. Hold on now. Nice, Danny.
Good ball movement by Tika. Linsky sticking with it. Trying to clear it out of the mob of white jerseys, but they take the ball back. Pioneer trying to find a way out of their territory. Ball gets switched over towards the middle. Could have a shot on goal, but offsides is called.
Sam, nice try. Layla, great idea. Layla, nice pass. Layla, great idea.
Very nice planning, but those offsides will get you if you're not looking out for them. It's a little too much anticipation is what it is. You know, you see what's coming, you're excited for it, and you want to make sure to get there, but you can't jump the gun on it. Ball sent forward. No one will get to it before it goes out of bounds. Pioneer throw. Ball sent up the line. Good ball movement. Out of bounds. It'll be a white throw at the Pioneer bench.
Layla.
Legal throw called. It'll be Pioneer throw at the Pioneer bench.
Come on back. Come on back in face. Mark up. Watch the middle. Good, son. Good, me. That's us. Sam, excellent job, kid. Both hands. Up, white, black. Drop out, please. Drop. Sam, over your head. Come on, drop. Don't let it get over your head. Drop again. Sam, stay right on center. Drop it, face.
It needs to be right here, coaches. No one getting bad habits first game.
Come on in. Maddie, you have the deep one.
Off the midfield.
He's taking it.
Pioneer's got to throw it in. They're going to have a violation. But looks like a push on Tech. Looks like their refs, and generally speaking, are really cracking down on the aggressive gameplay of the Eagles. Although, and it is entirely possible, you get tired later on, you start to get a little bit sloppy with your finesse, and that's not to put it negatively. It's just when you're tired, you're not as crisp on your movements, and sometimes pushes can happen when you're not intending them to. You'll see it in every sport. Chase for the ball. Stays in bounds, comes up Eagles. All right, ball movement there.
Oh, get back. Play that now. Easy, be patient. On a great play on, Pam. Sir. Yeah, Charlie.
Triple team there on Charlie Harrington. Looks like another push. Which, when you got three people double teaming somebody and they're going after the ball, inevitably you're probably going to have a push from the back. You only have so many sides of you, and one of them is the back. Eagles takes it away. Ellie Rios. Looks like she's got a little twisty going on. Or a cramp or something like that. But I'll see what happens. We'll say, of course, if you haven't noticed, if you've been following BNC TV Sports for a while, you'll notice that this soccer game looks quite different from many of the soccer games of the past. That is because we are set up on the opposite side of the field than we normally do. In the past, we would set up over near the snack shack at midfield. And one of the worst parts of doing that has always been with the sun setting. And the sun basically sets right into the lens. So creating just this nasty lens flare that I've always disliked but couldn't avoid. It just made it impossible to see anything on one side of the field as the sun sets past about 5 o'clock or 5:30 where we're at right now. And Natalie Rios is up. Looks like it is just a cramp, but enough to, you know, once you cramp up, you gotta just really take a break and let it run its course and get it out. It's just one of those things.
Glad you're okay. Work that cramp out.
So anyways, yeah, I'm so happy to, the IT department is able to get Wi-Fi working way out here, out in the soccer field, able to get this going. We can have our backs to the sun, which means we have some great lighting for the field. Excited about that, making it just so much better and watchable. And we're happy to bring that to you every year, trying to improve our sports just a little bit better. Each time finding ways to make the program that much more enjoyable. Probably should have stopped the clock. And ball's inbound. Danny Tika planning what to do. Some good ball playing by Tech.
Zoe! Shut it! Back it up. Turn his face. White, get over here.
Timeout, Black. That's your last one, coach.
And second timeout of the game. Both timeouts were called by Pioneer. And so we will be taking that timeout. Nice breakaway, just to reiterate what just happened before the timeout was called. Some great ball movement and good breakaway by the Eagles, but it looked like part of the moves by the Eagles included a push from the back, and refs had to call it. They gotta know they're looking for it now. So Tech needs to be careful. Especially in Pioneer needs to be careful. Finding openings like that, that's that kind of getting tired breakaway that is gonna result in the first score of this game. So they need to take a break from the timeout, remain vigilant, see things and predict what could happen, and stop it before it becomes a problem. All right. And gotta wait for the whistle. So Pioneer will reset. Nice idea, trying to get things going before Tech is prepared, but after a timeout, you gotta wait for the whistle. Tech picks it up, taken away, finding Keefe. And looks like a handball is called. I'd say well more than 50% of handballs are not intentional. It's just the ball being kicked at the wrong place. And just, you can't move your arm fast enough to get it out of the way, and it winds up making contact with the ball. But that still counts. And he keeps trying to bust through, but comes up with the ball anyways, goes out wide, tries to cross it over, can't make the angle right, goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Franklin Tech Eagles.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to ask you to be quiet. Second time I'm going to tell you to be quiet. Third time,
Ball inbounded. Pioneer comes up with it. He's going to find an opening for a shot. Sails over the goal. Another goal kick. Those kind of openings. This is the time to pull out the Jets. Pioneer needs to not move too far back. Mark up the defense. Try to get the first touch. They can't keep backing up. They're setting themselves up to play defensively like Tech already has the ball. And ball is sent out of bounds past the scaffolding. I choose not to take that as a shot at us or our scaffolding. The Eagles throw in. Sent out of bounds. You only have a finite amount of those kind of miscommunications amongst the defense. You got to grab the ball real quick on that.
It's a great ball, Kaylin.
A lot of dominoes fell on that. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it is a Pioneer kick. Good stop there by Pioneer. But smart play to drop and reset by the Eagles. Hopefully they can take advantage of that. Ooh.
Thank you. That's a great ball. Thank you, son.
And yep. The collision's allowed, but falling on the ball is considered a dangerous play. That is why it's a white kick. Ball sent in. Nice try to trap, couldn't hang on to it. Ball back inside the box. It's going to be taken wide. Clowen falls on it. Sends it out, finds Maddie Keefe. Harrington, back to Keefe. That's going to be called as a handball. And by my probably incorrect clock, we are in the last 10 minutes of regulation time. Of course, each half is included by whatever the referees decide to call. Little open real estate for Maddie Keefe to move. Stops it, tries to reset. Tries to put together, give and go, has a little bit more room. Hopefully Pioneer is moving up there for the cross. Ball is crossed over off of the pole. LaPrade is there, can't turn it around, had to chase it down. Defense gets a hold of it. Boy, great job there, tough situation, but great job by Pioneer. Great attack. Pioneer with a kick. It's another one of those situations, don't give them time to set up. I think with that attack is a little bit shaken, and you kind of want to use that. You want to keep that aggression going and not let them kind of settle and mark up. First and second by the Eagles. Tika tries to put the ball back in shooting range. Sent back out by the Eagles. Nice send forward. Eagles have the lane. Now, I would like to point out how the Pioneer defense worked that, whether or not it was intentional. They had one-on-one there, and when the player got beat a little bit by the Eagles' pass, they at least played kind of an interference without drawing a penalty to slow down the Eagles player and allowed for another Pioneer defensive player to come in and connect with the ball first. Now that's good defensive playing amongst the players. Yep, and then, of course, once the offense is going to want to push the ball inside, and then they force the ball outside. Although forced outside can also refer to like boxing out a person. Eagles with a few openings. Now ball gets cleared away. Putting the ball in there, see if they can get control. Sent outside. Looking to go wide for the shot. Good job, Pioneer, clearing it. Ball heads out of bounds. It'll be a white throw near the Pioneer bench. And things are getting a little bit darker in the shade now that the sun is setting. But that's always been an issue, no matter what side we're on. At least there's no lens flare, right, folks? Pioneer clears the ball past midfield, picked up by the Eagles' backfield, sent right back in. Switched over to some open real estate. It's a chase for the ball. Sent through. Maddie Keefe is heading down to the corner. And if I sorry, just making sure whether or not. Yes, it's a throw. Okay. Just wanted to make sure whether or not. I think that was a clean slide for the ball by the Eagles, so I would be very surprised if any penalty was called. Maddie Keefe pretty much ran and rolled after the play had already happened. So I don't think that would be any kind of illegal or dangerous play, slide tackle. Pioneer with a throw-in. Time winding down, no score. I would say in the second half, Pioneer has been breaking through a lot more. Case in point, shot on goal. Could not pull the final trigger, but the ball was in the danger zone. Let's see if Pioneer can do it again. It's cleared away by the Eagles. Pioneer with a number of opportunities late in the game, having difficult time getting that final stroke to put the ball in the back of the net. Ball coming through, gets cleared to the outside. And trapped, but couldn't hang on to the possession. Pioneer throw. That ball is booted out of bounds. Be another Pioneer throw. Franklin Tech going a little bit too long without being fully challenged. It looks like an offsides was called there. Another one of those situations. Battle for the ball. Comes up Eagles. And now I would say that the whistle would not have been blown if there wasn't any arm extending from that connection between the two players. I think that's what the result of that kick was for Pioneer. Good crowd out here this evening. Some great cheering going on from the boys' soccer team. It's nice to see them coming over and supporting. It's always great to see teams coming over and giving the support to their same school counterparts. I'm sure there's a better term than the one I just used. And that is the game. The great battle in both halves, coming away 0-0, no score. The only tough part of the game was me not turning the mic on for part of it. So that will be it. Again, plenty of other fall sports action coming your way. I'm going to say goodbye so I can pack up and run inside and possibly do a volleyball game. We'll see if that happens. Check our YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.